Can changing Google's background to black actually save the world, one pixel at a time? The legend goes like this. Switch Google's homepage to black, and voila! You're magically slashing electricity use, shrinking carbon emissions, and maybe even atoning for that midnight fridge raid. If saving power were this simple, my mom's lifelong crusade against leaving lights on would finally earn her internet street cred. In this pixel-powered fairy tale, the brighter your screen, the darker your eco-sins. So black backgrounds must make you an environmental saint, right? Let's rewind to where this myth took root. Back in the era of chunky cathode ray tube CRT monitors and dim, early LCDs, darker colors did sip a tiny bit less juice. Enter stage left. Blackl, the goth version of Google circa 2007. Its sales pitch? Saving megawatt hours, one brooding search at a time. Black Google. Perfect for when you want to save the planet and channel your inner hacker movie star. But plot twist, most of us now worship gleaming LED LCD screens. On these, the backlight blazes away at full throttle no matter how funerally your color palette is. Sorry, dimming Google won't shrink your carbon footprint. It only tweaks your style, not your electric bill. The exception? OLED screens, which do actually sip less energy, displaying black pixels. On those, black Google is like skipping a single sprinkle on your ice cream. Technically saving something, but not exactly worth bragging about at the next climate rally. If you truly crave green cred, try lowering screen brightness, enabling power-saving modes. Or, here's a wild idea. Don't upgrade your device every year. Maybe if I blast my playlist on Back in Black, my phone will start charging itself. So is Black Google the mother of all eco-hacks? Nah, mostly just a slick digital fashion statement. But hey, it does look cool. While some believe that changing Google's appearance can save energy, others mistakenly think that copy-pasting legal text can safeguard their privacy on Facebook. Ever copied and pasted a wall of Facebook legalese, hoping it'd turn you into the digital equivalent of Fort Knox? You know the routine. A friend posts some all-caps, pseudo-legal mumbo-jumbo, swearing that by sharing it, you're now bulletproof against Facebook swiping your vacation selfies or hawking your dog's embarrassing Halloween costumes to the highest bidder. Who knew data privacy depended on your copy-paste finesse? This viral legal notice claims all you need is to declare your data off-limits via status update. Thousands comply, convinced they've outwitted Zuckerberg with a dash of Control-C, Control-V. Minority Report? Please, step aside. But here's the kicker. Facebook isn't scanning your feed for magic words to shield your info. You could proclaim yourself ruler of a micronation or demand your ex pay up. Doesn't make it legally binding. If declarations on Facebook actually worked, my last post granting me immunity from bad haircuts would be a stylist's Bible. The cold, boring truth? Legally, you agreed the moment you signed up. Because nothing says power move like skipping 45 pages of legalese to share memes faster. All those privacy promises? Handled by fine print you never read. Real talk. If copy-paste spells worked, I'd be a millionaire with eternal youth by now. Instead, tweaking your privacy settings, thinking twice before oversharing, and not telling every quiz your childhood pet's name. Looking at you, mister. Snuggles do way more to protect you. Next status update idea? By reading this, you owe me a pizza. I'll wait. Similarly, misconceptions about protecting privacy online extend to the belief that deleting data removes it permanently from the internet. Ever tried deleting an embarrassing photo and congratulated yourself on its permanent disappearance? Spoiler alert, the internet never forgets, ever. It's like shoving your cringeworthy high school yearbook pics under your mattress. Out of sight, sure, but the moment someone's got blackmail ambitions, those ghosts pop out faster than you can say, oh no. Here's the myth. Hitting delete actually erases your data, right? Nope. Deleting online is more like switching cookies from one cupboard to another. You think they're gone, but surprise. They show up just when you least want a sugar crash. That magic button? It just locks you out. Meanwhile, your data's off chilling on a distant server, nursing digital piña coladas. Backups, mirrors, caches. They're the overachievers working overtime so your deleted selfie sticks around like glitter after a craft party, stubborn and impossible to shake off. Some sites have secret hoarding dens archiving your regrets in places even you can't Google. Think your MySpace duckface era evaporated? If deleting truly worked, that cringe would be ancient history by now. Laws like GDPR swoop in, waving the right to be forgotten like a digital broom. But depending on your zip code and where servers party, results range from epic wins to gloriously futile attempts. Meanwhile, lurking in cyberspace are tech-savvy detectives and screenshot armies, snickering as you try to vaporize your digital flubs. So before you hit upload, ask yourself, would I want this popping up at my next job interview? Because on the internet, delete is mostly just the version of "are you sure?" only with zero takebacks. Beyond concerns about data removal, many fear that the deep web harbors only illegal or creepy content. Picture the deep web as a digital underworld teeming with masked hackers, illicit deals, and creepy crawlies lurking in HTML shadows. Or so the myth goes. This image is so stubborn, you'd think every time you paid a credit card bill online, you'd catch a cyber ghoul clutching a USB stick just out of the corner of your eye. But before we cue the sinister organ music, let's clear up a classic mix-up: confusing the deep web with the dark web. That's like mistaking your grandma's cookie jar for a canister of plutonium. Either way, you're in for some serious disappointment and possibly a meltdown. Here's the reality check. The deep web is simply all the parts of the internet not indexed by search engines. We're talking medical records, academic papers, your bank statement, or even the ghost of your long-forgotten MySpace profile. None of it very Hitchcockian. The deep web is basically the internet's sock drawer, private, dull, and mostly filled with stuff you'd rather not explain when guests show up unexpectedly. Illegal activity, the stuff of Netflix true crime binges, lives on the much smaller dark web, a shadowy nook within the sprawling, otherwise well-behaved deep web. Honestly, the creepiest thing lurking there might be someone's dry dissertation on 19th century accounting practices. So while Hollywood paints the deep web as a bubbling cauldron of criminality, the truth is, universities, libraries, and your bank all quietly do their thing there. No top-secret handshakes or encrypted knock-knock jokes required. Without this digital sock drawer, online privacy and secure transactions would be about as reliable as a screen door on a submarine. So next time you e-transfer rent money, just remember, you're way more likely to stumble on old tax returns than a league of digital villains. Just as the deep web's reputation evokes secrecy, some users think that incognito mode renders their online presence completely invisible. Ever felt like a digital ninja when you open a new incognito window? There you are, ready to prowl the web stealthy as a cat burglar, safeguarded by that mysterious icon sporting a hat and sunglasses. One quick click and voila, you're anonymous. Or so you'd like to believe. Here's the myth. Incognito mode is your personal invisibility cloak, making you vanish online like a cyber Houdini. Need to peek at hotel deals or research awkward trivia? Just pop it open and poof! No digital footprints. Your secrets are locked tighter than Fort Knox. But hold your spy gadgets. The truth? Incognito mode is more tidy your bedroom before guests arrive than cloak of invisibility. It hides your browsing history from other users of your device, that's all. Your internet service provider, ISP, is still watching like a hawk. And those websites you visit? They track you via your IP address, cookies, and every crumb of digital trail you leave. If your boss, school, or the government wants to know where you've been surfing, incognito won't turn you into a ghost, no matter how many tabs you juggle. Even Chrome, whose detective chic logo makes you feel James Bond-worthy, flat out admits, you're not invisible. So before you start feeling like 007, remember, you're just someone wearing sunglasses at night. Stylish, but about as subtle as an elephant doing the cha-cha in a library. So what's incognito mode good for? Surprise party planning, secret birthday gift shopping, or hiding your mild obsession with cat memes. But if you're aiming to vanish without a trace, you'll need stealthier tools, and maybe a tinfoil hat. Otherwise, enjoy incognito mode. Just don't expect it to turn you into a cyber spy. While incognito mode offers some privacy, many worry about everyday devices, like microwaves, interfering with their Wi-Fi signals. Ever notice how your Zoom call freezes the moment your burrito makes a perfectly pirouetted debut from the microwave? Coincidence? Hardly. It's as if kitchen gadgets and Wi-Fi conspire in a secret cabal dedicated to sabotaging every virtual happy hour and tortilla-warming ritual. Who knew the modern workplace menace was reheated Mexican cuisine, gatekeeping your emails? The popular theory? Microwaves are the grim reapers of Wi-Fi signals, nuking your connection with the same zeal they reserve for day-old chicken nuggets. But here's the kicker. Microwaves and Wi-Fi are frequency cousins, both squabbling over the 2.4 GHz turf like siblings fighting over the shotgun seat. When your microwave revs up, it sometimes spills stray electromagnetic noise, a party crasher who kills Wi-Fi's vibe cold. But hold your tinfoil hats. Unlike sci-fi villains, your microwave isn't scheming to wreck your Netflix binge. Most modern models are well shielded, content to reheat pizza while your YouTube buffers politely. It's the older or battered ones that play Wi-Fi bullies, snatching precious internet packets like recess lunch money. Luckily, the hostilities only kick in when the microwave's on, not while it's lurking in the cabinet. Once the final beep rings out and your burrito's battle-ready, peace returns, and your Wi-Fi quietly reclaims its throne. In the end, the real threat isn't electromagnetic warfare. It's the mortal danger of cold leftovers. So next time your stream stutters mid-cook, remember, microwaves might prefer their internet connections al dente, but they're far more interested in your burrito than your bandwidth. Concerns about Wi-Fi disruptions parallel fears that simply opening an email can infect your device with a virus. Ever since email took over our lives, a sneaky rumor's been lurking in our inboxes. Open the wrong message and, bam, you've unleashed the digital plague. Forget snakes in a can. Your inbox is supposedly packed with cyber cobras, ready to strike the moment you dare to peek. If merely opening an email fried your computer, my spam folder would be a full-blown digital Chernobyl. But is that really how virus villainy works? Here's the classic myth. Just cracking open an email unleashes a computer-killing virus that turns your sleek laptop into a blinking, beeping brick. Grannies nationwide hit delete faster than they say, bless your heart. But let's get real. Real viruses need you to do something, like downloading a shady attachment or clicking a get-rich-quick link. Feel free to enjoy Aunt Edna's 47 forwarded cat memes in peace, as long as you resist that suspicious link promising free gold or instant abs. Modern email clients aren't sitting ducks either. They've built security walls taller than your credit card minimum payment, blocking most attacks before you even get to the preview. Sure, back in the day, certain viruses with evil macros lurking in ancient Word docs could hitch a ride via attachments. But just opening the email itself? Never. Fisher folk still try to reel you in with emails sharper than a lawyer's contract, relying on trickery, not instant infection from a mere glance. Still, curiosity has killed plenty of cats, and some laptops, so don't make a habit of clicking the unknown. Bottom line, relax. If viruses really spread by previews, IT pros would be demanding hazard pay by now. Keep your software updated, your antivirus current, and remember, common sense is the best firewall of all. Now go ahead, peek away, guilt-free. Finally, misunderstandings about digital threats tie into the belief that the internet physically exists up in the cloud as a tangible place. Ever wondered if your selfies are just drifting up there, bumping into clouds and airplanes? You're not alone. Many folks picture the cloud as an actual patch of sky where files float lazily alongside weather balloons and adventurous ducks. The myth, a magical, misty realm where USB drives bounce past rainbows. If the cloud were literal, wouldn't Dropbox need a weather report? Sorry, boss. Can't access that spreadsheet. Looks like it's raining JPEGs over Cleveland. Let's bring this fantasy back down to Earth. The truth. The cloud doesn't float, glide, or hover. It's just a snappy marketing term for data stored on earthbound hardware. Your files aren't drifting above Mount Everest. They're stacked in rows of humming servers inside massive warehouses. Think less ethereal castle in the sky and more industrial park with a Taco Bell on the corner. Your data's journey is far from high altitude. When you upload a photo, it zips through a labyrinth of cables, some buried under oceans, before parking beside a humming soda machine, not a cumulonimbus cloud. Imagine if your online shopping cart was one gust of wind away from landing in a stranger's backyard. Useful? Not so much, for returns anyway. So unless your neighbor's Wi-Fi is a supersonic hotspot, your cherished files aren't hanging out overhead. Turns out, the only cirrus in the data world is everyone's curiosity about where their stuff actually goes. Next time someone asks if your docs are in the cloud, just smile and remember, the nearest cloud to your data is probably a vending machine snack cake.